Okay, hey guys, welcome back. Here's some of the more of the due diligence on Wall Street bets. We're on the roads. We're going from mobile right now, but we kind of started to get into this before. This has a lot to do with the fails to deliver and all of the shares that GameStop basically are. They're just fraudulent shares that short sellers are coming up with. This guy went through 265,000 rows of SEC short fails to deliver data, which is crazy. Even though this graph, I actually don't. Some of these graphs I don't even quite understand. My head can't quite wrap around it, but you can pause it there and study that. But I'm just going to go through this because this is insane. This was out actually a couple days ago, but I didn't want to spend the time. I'm on the road too, so I'm not going to be updating you guys too much, but I'm still holding strong. So as I'm sure many of you know, you've been following the counterfeit shares theory about the various short attacks. The real reason Wall Street is terrified. Some of the stuff in here is crazy. I think the hedge funds. There was a couple specific ones that I wanted you guys to see. Okay, that's not it. It's this one. Yeah, this 2.0, I think. Okay, so this just breaks down. I can put a link of this in the description too. This just breaks down all of the terms and what it all means. But then here we go. So I noticed it well. So with that in mind, I took the SEC fails to deliver data. So here's the SEC basically page right here, right above that. And yeah, he put it together. First, take a look at this handy histogram of companies with outstanding fails to deliver and their outstanding counterfeit share. Cumulative fails to deliver numbers. This is that. Okay, so this is a histogram he came up with, or he basically put together based on the data. Outstanding fails to deliver, aka counterfeit shares. So the fails to deliver gets triggered when, I believe, if they're shorting, if they're doing a naked short and there's no share there to actually sell, and then they're trying to cover it before they actually need to deliver. So that's the fail to deliver. So shares take 2 days to settle. And basically, so this on the left-hand side shows all the different companies in the market, and a majority are, they have there's some discrepancies, there's some fail to deliver. And this data is from the 14th of January. So if you're looking, and then this is over here. This is GameStop right here. 621,000 shares, which is a whole lot. So there's a lot of cover-up basically going on. As you can see, GME is way outside of the pack when it comes to fails to delivers, and has significantly more counterfeit shares than almost any other company. The exact number comes in at a cool 621,000 shares. The x-axis scale isn't even linear, and you can see significant jumps in the last quarter. Yeah, those last like 3 or 4 where GameStop was, it starts jumping like crazy. I think that's crazy. Wait until you see the distribution of fails to deliver per company by the dollar value of counterfeit shares. So then this graph is insane too. Dollar value around in the nearest thousands. So normal companies with a bit of hedge fund manipulation right there. Actually, I don't even understand how this one's different. GME, they manipulated harder than a high schooler 30-year-old. So if you look at the chart there, it just gaps up to where GME's counterfeit shares or failed to delivers are. So they're going to, I think in here it says the actual date. They're going to come up and there's going to be discrepancies. GameStop has the second highest fails to deliver net dollar value of all 5,147 stocks, with current failed to deliver as of January 14th. So that was almost a month ago. $19 million of stock floating around that was simply created out of thin air. Here the x-axis isn't linear either. If we were to scale, GME would be several meters to my right. Moving on to more interesting and potentially more troubling data, I took a look at the fails to deliver values over time for GME. I decided to go back to the beginning of November, then look at every number the SEC had released on FTDs for GME. This is crucial context for the numbers that have been thrown around. We'll just look at this one really quick. Cumulative fails to deliver. So this has to do with the price then of GME also and how it's correlating. Now this one is a lot less clear-cut than those other histograms I showed about. As you can see, there have been huge fluctuations in the amount of counterfeit stock on the market. There's a definite pattern of hedge funds running up fails to deliver during GME surges and then covering once the price slumps a bit. I've talked with one of the sources involved with hedge fund operations, and he said this is pretty standard procedure. When you sell a naked short and the price spikes, you talk it out with your broker and get a few more days to cover. So really this pattern is more or less normal. It's the stupidly large amount of fails to deliver that are getting churned that is the irregular part. Given all this info, guys, it's not necessarily like super, I mean, It's not like bullish in a sense. Like, it's just crazy to hear what's going on, and in a sense, to me, it makes it think it's just not going to be able to happen. But it's up for you to decide. I'm not sure. I'm still long on it. Here's a good spot to bring up my main concern with the kind of analysis putting out. You can see that there were 1.8 million fails to deliver on December 2nd, but that number is basically completely covered by the 16th. Based on that data, it seems at first glance, for the most part, these reported fails to deliver are hedge fund brokers trying to avoid covering while high and simply waiting for the next dip. The data alone is not for. Let me skip down here. A table with the GME info from the graph above. For my look, yeah. See, I like all the pictures. Okay, that's the lurking nerd stuff. Some conclusions. So what's the takeaway here? Other than we don't trust everything you read on Wall Street Bet, I think there are a few lessons. First, even though fails to deliver numbers were bouncing all over the place, including being completely covered on 12/16, I think it's important to keep in mind that GME having this volume of fails to deliver both in shares and dollars is extremely irregular compared to everything else. Sorry, guys. Could just be the fact that GME is an insane stock with an insane volatility, or could be indicative of something more.
Has boarded all passengers, all rows, and preparing for immediate departure through doorway 78.
I want to take a second to talk about one of the diagrams from the good folks who wrote. Okay. Yeah, okay, on that one actually they've got crazy diagrams. Oops. Let me look at that really quick. Cumulative fails to deliver volume on it is massive compared to the rest of the market, however, is also extremely volatile and small compared to the float. It is possible that high fails to deliver volume is a result of massive illegal share counterfeiting by shorts. The heck? Sorry. That could be. So, yeah, there's even a bear case in here. However, there's also a very significant bear case here. If the regular everyday investors who wrote counterfeiting 2.0 were in fact retards like us, then there's a significant chance that they were simply got it wrong. I don't know. GameStop shares right now are the stock price is dropping, but as you've watched my other videos, that's not necessarily indicative of where it's at, because they can kind of manipulate it however they want, and we've seen that. I'm holding, and I've seen other people holding. I mean, I've averaged down a couple times, and I know you guys have too. Yeah, I've seen this billboard. Brr. Although money machines don't do that, they go vit, 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 vit. Burr is like a money counter. And Deep F in Value, he shared his update. Was this? No, that's an old one. Oh yeah, this is an old thread actually. He shared his last update for a while today on Reddit. So this is kind of what I wanted to share with you guys about the failed to deliver and the counterfeit shares and just the graphs and the data on it. Yeah, I don't take it as you will. I'm long, and that's all I got for you for now. I'm on the road, like I said. If I have time, I'll put up another video or something. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be putting tweets on there with whatever news comes out really quick. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Thanks, guys, for watching. Peace.